From political power plays to green energy battles and booming tourism, Denmark is making headlines this week. From Zelenskyy's high-stakes visit to Copenhagen, to a $5 billion wind farm caught in a US legal storm, and a billionaire betting big on the city's hotel boom. Let's dive into all the stories shaping Denmark right now. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy arrived in Copenhagen on September 3, 2025, to meet with Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen and leaders from the Nordic Baltic 8 (NB8) countries. The summit, held at Frederiksen's official residence in Marienborg, focused on strengthening military and diplomatic support for Ukraine amid ongoing hostilities with Russia. During their bilateral talks, Zelenskyy and Frederiksen coordinated positions on future security arrangements for Ukraine. They discussed expanding Denmark's successful model of joint weapons production with Ukraine, which has bolstered Ukraine's defense capabilities. Additionally, they addressed the development of NATO's Pearl program, through which member states have allocated over $2 billion for the purchase of American weapons. Frederiksen emphasized Denmark's commitment to Ukraine, stating, "You are not only fighting your own war, you are fighting for the entire future of Europe. And therefore, we have to continue our support." She also highlighted the importance of ensuring a strong and well-equipped Ukrainian army as a cornerstone of future security guarantees. Following the Copenhagen meeting, Zelenskyy participated in the Coalition of the Willing Summit in Paris, hosted by French President Emmanuel Macron and UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer. The summit aimed to coordinate European efforts to provide Ukraine with security guarantees and to discuss further sanctions against Russia. Zelenskyy expressed the need for comprehensive sanctions to deprive Russia of the ability to finance its war efforts. In a separate development, US President Donald Trump reaffirmed America's support for Ukraine, stating that the US would take action if dissatisfied with Russia's decisions. Zelenskyy welcomed the US commitment but emphasized the need for additional air defense systems, particularly from the United States, to protect Ukraine's skies. The Copenhagen summit underscored the unity among European nations in supporting Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Leaders from the Nordic and Baltic countries reiterated their commitment to providing Ukraine with the necessary military and diplomatic support to counter Russian aggression and to ensure a stable and secure Europe. As the war continues, the collaboration between Ukraine and its European allies remains crucial in shaping the region's security landscape and in striving for a peaceful resolution to the conflict. The Danish energy company seeks to resume construction of its nearly finished Revolution wind farm, citing legal violations and significant financial losses. Danish renewable energy giant Ørsted, in partnership with Skyborn Renewables, has initiated legal action against the Trump administration over a federal stop work order that has halted the Revolution wind project off the coast of Rhode Island and Connecticut. The lawsuit, filed in U.S. District Court, challenges the Interior Department's decision, arguing it lacks legal justification and infringes upon constitutional and statutory rights. The Revolution Wind Project, a joint venture between Ørsted and Skyborn Renewables, is approximately 80% complete, with 45 of the planned 65 turbines installed. The initiative was expected to supply electricity to 350,000 homes in the region and had secured all necessary federal and state permits in 2023. Despite these approvals, the U.S. Department of the Interior issued a stop work order on August 22, citing unspecified national security concerns and potential interference with nearby waterway usage. Ørsted asserts that the halt could result in over $1 billion in additional costs and significant financial harm, following an initial $5 billion investment. The company also notes that the Department of Defense had previously approved the project, raising questions about the basis for the sudden suspension. The Trump administration has been criticized for its stance on renewable energy, with several offshore wind projects facing delays or cancellations. In a related development, 18 state attorneys general, including Connecticut's William Tong, have filed a separate lawsuit against the federal government, alleging that the halt to offshore wind projects violates the Administrative Procedure Act and disrupts the nation's clean energy goals. The legal actions come at a challenging time for Ørsted, which is seeking to raise $9.4 billion in capital to support its U.S. operations. The company's stock has experienced significant volatility, with shares falling 17% following the stop work order. Despite these challenges, Ørsted remains committed to its renewable energy objectives and is exploring all avenues to resume the Revolution Wind project. As the legal proceedings unfold, the future of the Revolution Wind project remains uncertain. Ørsted's lawsuit represents a critical juncture in the broader debate over renewable energy development in the United States and the role of federal policy in shaping the industry's trajectory. The outcome of this case could have significant implications for offshore wind projects nationwide. Planning a trip to Denmark? Or maybe you're moving there soon? Don't just Google your way through it. Let DenmarkExplained.com be your shortcut to a smoother, smarter, and way more fun experience. At DenmarkExplained.com/products, you'll find itineraries, ready-made plans that turn confusion into unforgettable days. eBooks, packed with local insights, cultural tips, and everyday know-how. No boring history lessons, just stuff that actually helps. Expat guides, moving to Denmark? Get the info you wish someone told you before you landed. Everything's digital, everything's simple, and everything's designed to make Denmark feel less confusing and way more cozy. So skip the stress and get the guides that explain Denmark clearly, cleverly, and in plain English. Check it out now at DenmarkExplained.com/products. Your trip, our tips. Let's make it amazing. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more great content. Copenhagen's hotel sector is experiencing unprecedented growth, with a record-breaking 5.8 million leisure-related overnight stays in 2024. Marking an 8.35% increase over the previous year. This surge in tourism has attracted significant investment, including a new project by a prominent hotel magnate. In 2024, the number of tourist overnight stays in Copenhagen grew by 5%. Reports from hotels indicate that 2025 has been very promising. It's as if all of Europe has come up here this summer. The demand is simply enormous, said Niels Fennet, founder of the Cabinn hotel chain. The city's hotel values also reflect this positive trend, with a 1.8% increase per room in 2024 compared to the previous year, according to the 2025 European Hotel Valuation Index. In response to this booming market, a well-known hotel Billionaire is constructing a new hotel in Copenhagen's city center. This development is expected to further enhance the city's appeal as a premier tourist destination. The influx of tourists and subsequent investments underscore Copenhagen's growing prominence in the European hospitality industry. Denmark's high streets are undergoing a profound transformation, with over 4,500 physical shops vanishing in the past decade. An analysis by SMV Denmark, the organization representing small and medium-sized enterprises, indicates that the number of retail shops per 1,000 residents has decreased from 3.2 in 2013 to 2.5 in 2023. When shops close, it isn't just jobs that go. Meeting places, street life, and shared reference points disappear as well, said Alexander Sondergaard, deputy director at SMV Denmark. This sentiment underscores the broader impact of retail closures on community life. The decline is attributed to several factors, with the rise of online shopping being a significant contributor. E-commerce has reshaped consumer behavior, leading to a preference for the convenience of digital platforms over traditional brick-and-mortar stores. Additionally, challenges such as rising energy costs, increased rents, and the lingering effects of the COVID-19 pandemic have exacerbated the situation. While larger cities like Copenhagen, Aarhus, and Aalborg have seen the most significant absolute losses in retail establishments, the per capita impact is more severe in rural and coastal municipalities. Areas such as Billund, Fano, Samsø, Mariagerfjord, Struer, and Abenra have experienced closures that disproportionately affect their populations. The consequences of this retail decline extend beyond economic factors. The closure of local shops diminishes the vibrancy of town centers, leading to reduced foot traffic and a decline in community engagement. In smaller towns, the loss of essential services like clothing or technology stores can necessitate long drives to neighboring areas, further isolating residents. In response to these challenges, SMV Denmark advocates for a multifaceted approach to revitalize Denmark's high streets. Recommendations include supporting small businesses in adopting digital tools to create a hybrid shopping experience, investing in the development of town centers to make them more attractive and accessible, and encouraging local communities to actively engage with and support their local retailers. If you love your local butcher, bookshop, or boutique, use them. Algorithms won't keep the lights on, customers will, Sondergaard emphasized, highlighting the crucial role of consumer support in sustaining local businesses. As Denmark navigates the evolving retail landscape, the future of its high streets hinges on a balanced approach that embraces digital innovation while preserving the unique character and community spirit of local commerce. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.